Friends, let neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's including the ice wall, baby. Mama said there'll be days, literally, just like this. Come on with it. I got to give you guys my recap. And as we continue to grind to shine, Cowboy Nation, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on. Yep. Get down. 3, 2, and 1. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. The name is Law Nation. I hope all is well with everyone. Of course, earlier today, we did the live stream out there at practice. I know it's been many of hours ago from now. We finished the Cowboys Collective. I couldn't get out much because we had terrible internet there. But we can talk about the Cowboys now. I really appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. And, of course, the Cowboys practice, we talking about practice, not a game. When we got a chance to look at some things and we got a chance to see some things, there were some irregularities that we could talk about. But in actuality, Cowboy Nation, dealing with the injuries, dealing with the shortcomings, we did hear good news out of all of this crazy chaos. The good news was the fact that we hear of the things that Tyler Guyton, he should be okay. That's the operative word. He should be okay. He's not hurt for the remainder of the year. It comes to find out it's just a bruised bone. And when you have bruised bones, man, you know, you try to take these things for what they are. And meaning that you don't want to rush it. But the Cowboys got a King Kong size of two things that's been hurting them. Injuries, recoveries, right? The player get hurt, and then the player is expected to come back, and then lo and behold, that same player may have been rushed back, and now they are set back, right? So we don't want those things to account for, right? So when we start looking at this team and overall, we're trying to say to ourselves, okay, we understand Tyler Guyton. We understand his role, his abilities, what he can and can't do, and these sorts of things. But with that same breath, we need for Tyler Guyton to be out there to get the necessary reps, especially as a guy that's going into his sophomore year. Injury. Shout out to you, David Lawrence. Appreciate you, Ice Cold Cowboy. Appreciate you, Sweet Zeke. Pause if necessary, but shout out to Sweet Zeke. Keep up the amazing work. Appreciate you. Much love from Jimmy the Greek. Okay, this is Jimmy the Greek. But you got your name as Sweet Zeke, man. But shout out to you, man. You know, I would say this, though, Cowboy Nation, as we continue to put forth and try to bring out the best information possible, I want to give you guys the standouts because we did it on Cowboys Collective, and I couldn't get to some of the names there. But we got to point out Brevin Spann. He's standing out. He's standing tall. I think that with his skill set and his ability, it complements what Jake Ferguson do as a tight end, right? And you can't guard everybody, right? You can't double team everybody. You can't guard everybody, but you can't double team. So this team is forcing picking of the poison. Like, pick your poison. Do you want to get your heart rate to be sped up and die, or do you want your heart rate to slow down and die? You're going to have to pick one of these poisons, man. Shout out to Cowboys Trey. Much support for you out there, Law. Shout out to you, Cowboys Trey. And salute to the city. Span Ford is one of those guys. I really appreciate it for the $4.99 for your mind. Rashawn Stevenson, man, appreciate you. Thank you for jumping in. One for each finger. Law. I got you, man. I think I got it over here, man. One for each finger. We do have it over here. Yeah, yeah.
Look at this law, 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 law,
Okay,
law,
that's a good
law,
pass,
law,
my guy.
law.
Law. So Sweet Zeke says Sweet Zeke is my dog's page, and he did mention dog. So whenever you mention dog, I get George Pickens to get mad, and we got to find my dog over here. Yeah. So, uh, shout out to you, Ron Weber. Appreciate you, Law. Appreciate you, man. Come on with it. One for each finger. Yes, sir. Okay, so Ron Weber says hope. All right, so yeah. He said, what's up, my guy? Lauda made it. I hope Skywalker make it next. Shout out to Skywalker. I don't know if he's trying to come to Oxnard, but if he is, they'll be new to me. But shout out to him if he's able to be out here. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of who else could fit in. The Cowboys in a passing setup combination. They had George Pickens to the far left side, right? Inside the slot, they had C. Dangerous Lamb. But at that wide position, the one that lines up literally right next to the either the tight end or the left tackle or right tackle, depending on the formation, right? They had my guy Cavante Turpin there. Well, what makes this such a intriguing process is because we also can go bigger with that and put in that Y spot, because normally with that Y position, you're looking for someone to block and contain and all of this. And there's been a guy that's been working on some of that, and his name is Jonathan Mingo. Now, I'm not pumping up Mingo just because he's one of my Mississippi boys, but he is one of the guys that's been standing out to me. Now, granted, these last few days, Jalen Brooks been showing up and showing out. Shout out to Jalen Brooks, nothing to take away from him. But I think that by the Cowboys utilizing resources as a draft pick to go get Jonathan Mingo, I think that Jonathan Mingo, to a small point of a small degree, will have a chance at it. Yes, especially if we're looking at this lineup as Pickens, Lamb, Mingo, or Pickens, Lamb, Jalen Tolbert, Pickens, Lamb, or Jonathan Mingo, or Ryan Flanor. Ryan Flanor been showing up too as of lately. Yeah. So we have a big, heavy room as it relates to wide receiver. Now, they got a few more weeks in order to solidify their role. Like the people really on the outside, like your Trayshawn Holden, who's every day is making spectacular catches. I think that it's going to go down to an arm race or a arm wrestle contest between those smaller guys on the back end, like your Croppers, like your Trayshawn Holden, as well as who else that's been showing up a little bit? Kevin Harmon. He's another guy that is number 84. These guys, their Super Bowl is going to be preseason 1, 2, and 3. If they can win the crowd, they will be able to win a spot on this team. This is the ultimate gladiator sports, ladies and gentlemen. And you got to play like it's gladiator. In California, it's still daylight outside. I know it's crazy. In Dallas, it's 10:31. I know the daylight is long gone from here. James Sharp states, what's good, Law? I'm glad that the left tackle, Guyton, is okay. No ACL tear, right? It is for what it is. You forgot Turpin. No, Turpin, Brian Hogan, I think Turpin role as a standout player, if I can make a list with no particular hierarchy, right? Of course, Donovan Ezeraku is on that list. Cavante Turpin is on that list. Brevin Spann-Ford is on that list. To a degree, we could argue about Jadon Blue and these sorts of things, but he's on that list as well. He haven't put the ball on the ground. Let me knock on this door, or let me knock on this wood, because these are things that we're looking for. We're looking for guys that, if it is possible for them to stand tall and alleviate some of the things from I'm going to say from your quarterback, because it is for what it is. Everybody's tend tend to say, okay, it's Dak Prescott. Dak is whack and all of this stuff. It's been 10,000 years and Dak can't win us one. Well, it's one of those things. Let me see what we got here. But before we go a little bit further into these details, man, can y'all do me a huge favor once again? Can you hit that like button? Can you share this content? And while we doing that, hey, let's stop and pay some bills. Because my guy's been saying, hey, man, Law, you working hard over here. Well, in order for me to give you guys these information and details, we got to level up. And when you level up, it's always best to level up with the best.
Spartans!
Yo, if you serious about gaming, you need to check out the Turtle Beach Self 700. The headset is built for power, comfort, the hybrid leather cushion, metal reinforced design, the clean, lay flat look that made to last, the real magic, the dual driver that gives you high definition 24-bit audio sound. That crisp, that footsteps, clean shot, 3D sound that put you in the game. Switching device easy. You can bounce between PC, PlayStation, and even your phone with Bluetooth. Thanks to crossplay, noise cancellation, giving you crisp, crystal clear, zero static sound. Game smarter, play louder, dominate everything. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's get it.
Of hits and oldies, brought to you by Turtle Beach Seth 700. Man, be sure to check them out. Level up your gaming. Get your experience as far as those crystal clear audio sounds where you can hear the footsteps, and then you can hear the man when you playing those games with the shooting. You can hear reloading. Get all of that with Turtle Beach Seth 700. The information is in the description box. Be sure that when you click on that to get monies off, because we try to save money, use promo code LAW, and they will take great care of you. Appreciate y'all so much for all of y'all dedications here. Angie, Rebel Chick, appreciate you. She states, we appreciate all of the work you putting in. Thank you. Thank you for your support, your love, and adulations for the nation, and especially everybody that's on the East Coast and everybody down in the South. I appreciate you because I know it's late. But normally, what today's date is? Tuesday? Okay. Well, today's Monday or Tuesday? Yeah. You guys normally be out somewhere, partying and having a great time on a Tuesday. Club going up. Shout out to you. Cultural of the Cuts with a $4.99 for your mind. Out here in Grand Prairie for my grandmother's funeral. Shout out to all of the Dallas Cowboys grandma fans. DC for life. Condolences. Appreciate you for taking your time out of your day, and we really appreciate you for all of your support. And grandma up there in heaven playing spades with Tom Landry, and my mom up there, she better be picking my mom as a spade partner, because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her and all of what she was able to do on this dimension, man. Appreciate you, Cowboy fans. All right, so let's dive into defense just a little bit. Donovan Ezaraku, there's a picture of him side by side with Micah Parsons. I'm not calling him Micah Parsons, but he may just be Micah Parsons light. He may just be Micah Parsons light. And when you look at the side by side picture, you can clearly say to yourself, hey, man, it's not like he's a small guy, right? Because he's a little bit bigger, in my opinion, than Micah Parsons. Now, far as all what we're expecting him to do and expecting out of his position, like I said on the Cowboys Collective, be sure to check us out twice a week on YouTube. And we killing it, we crushing it. But this is one of the things that I really want to say primarily about this whole setup. We're not leaning on Donovan Ezaraku to be that enforcer. We're not leaning on him to be the person, the end all, the be all, the person that's going to play all of the snaps, 60 to 70 snaps. No, we just looking at Donovan Ezaraku as a rotational piece. And think about this rotational lineup for your mind, Cowboy Nation. You got Marshawn Kneeland. You got Sam Williams, who's a monster out there, wearing 54, blazing off of the edge, that 4-4 speed. Shoot, that 4-4 make sure all your kids won't grow, especially Eagles week 1. You better watch out for 54. Shoot. And then you got to add in and quantify the fact that you got Dante Fowler in the building. And I haven't even mentioned Michael Parsons. So you got all of these guys on the edge here. Now, our biggest impediment, we could argue that we got Mozzie, who lost 30 pounds. Ozempic Mozzie. I get it, and he's the only guy. He's the first brother that I've seen that can ride skates on grass. He's been pushed around. I don't know what's going on with him. I can only call a spade when I see it. I just hope that when we really go against others, like when we go against the Rams or when we go into this preseason game, that we see Mozzie put it all together, right? And Mozzie, y'all know, Mama Mozzie, Daddy Mozzie, I support all of the Mozzies, even the cartoon show way back in the days. Shout out to the Mozzies. But what I'm getting at is that we can only show love for so long, right? And we can only lie to kick it for so long, too. So we got to figure out a way that Mozzie get out there to make things happen. But what I can tell you, number 90, Solomon Thomas, even though he's 3-tech, and they slide him down at the 1, he looking more explosive in my opinion. And I think that he got things going in the right directions. 54 was Randy Wright's number, the Manster. He better make sure he get things right. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. Action Powell. He says, what you think about with Wilkins? That's a pipe dream. I like Wilkins. Somebody Google or look up his tape don't lie, short dog. Yeah, I wish tapes do lie a little bit. All I can say is AI, if you think the tape is lying. But one thing I want to say is with 99. Oh, no. Look up Wilkins' contract, and I'm going to talk about Winfrey, son, Oprah Winfrey's son that's here, or nephew. Here's my thing. Or my thought on it. Pause if necessary. Pause. We are allergic to size out here in Dallas. I don't know why they refuse to go get a big trash can full of dirt, 350-pound guy, or at least a common weight of 330. I don't know why. I don't know the reasoning of it. But keep in mind, Jerry Jones always wants to be the smartest man in the room. That's the only thing or the level that I can take it. I just don't know why they refuse. But Wilkins, y'all pull up his size, his weight, his contract, his money. And if he was, I guess, a disturbance over there or a guy that didn't fit well into the system as rehab over there in Raiders land or wherever he's coming from, it may be more of the same here. I don't know. Okay, MJ Davis says Wilkins don't fit the culture. He is zesty. Wilkins was about to have freak-offs in the locker room. Boy, y'all wild over here, man. Boy, y'all mind, man. Yes, indeed. Where y'all at, boy? Yeah. Yes, indeed. Congratulations on everything. Appreciate you, Restream. Thank you for reaching out to me. So pipe dreams are cush realities, man. I feel you, fam. Boy, y'all. I know we in the best state of California with all of the legalized stuff over here for that God's lettuce. But I'm going to tell you, man, boy, y'all come up with all type of crazy stuff over here. But look, all I can say is, he kissed the one on the head and got called to the HR office, man. Hey, we got the best zesty boys over here. Boy, y'all are wild with it. Boy, that's why y'all are wild. You guys are extremely wild, Cowboy Nation. Yes, it is. Boy, I'm telling you, my guy's in here. Action power, you crazy. Ice cold Cowboy says, God lettuce, man. Yes, indeed. He made it. He made it for a reason. He didn't add nothing to it. He didn't take nothing away from it. He made God's lettuce, So maybe we are not using it the right way, or maybe we are. Who knows? All I can say is that all right, enough of me talking about that, man. But neither here nor there. We definitely gonna get another RogueShop sponsor, man. Be sure to check out our partners, RogueShop. If you need to test out the God's lettuce that I'm talking about, be sure that they got a whole box over there called the comment box. And I heard that it will operate up to business hours. You leave a comment there, and someone will get right back to you to let you know which one of the God's lettuce flowers that can work out for you to help you out mentally, help you out with focus. If you have problems sleeping, you can fool around and go to RogueShop.com and use promo code LAW, by the way, and someone there can help you out and tell you the right herbs that you need in order for you to get some shut-eyes. That's all I'm saying. Cali grows the best. Believe it. Cali Cowboy, appreciate you, man. Thank you. I don't know how we got onto this subject, but I'm going to figure out ways to get off of it right now. I can tell you, if Mozzie want to gain some of that weight back, get some of that God's lettuce. Come on with it, shoot. and take him to a buffet, man. He going to be eating all types of stuff. Yes, indeed, but neither here nor there. All right, man, let me quit playing. Shout out to y'all. All I can say is, wait a minute. What my guy says, Blue, Cyan Blue, by the way, said laughing out loud. Law said it's been hearing that the Zaza got to try. You got to try Zaza's. Hey, man, segue this. Oprah Winfrey, son. Perion Winfrey here on the Cowboys, or second nephew twice removed. He's a standout for me. Number 99 for your mind. 94 too, but number 99 for your mind. I think that he is one of those guys that's back against the wall. Been a journeyman, traveled to team, was expected to be a first or second round draft pick. Didn't live up to expectations. Didn't get as high as the heights that he's supposed to be. So what they're going to do is he's playing literally out there like his pants on fire, and he is ready to get things going. He's ready to get things going, Cowboy Nation, and I love to see that. One of the other guys I want to touch upon and speak about, John Machota stated this on the show, and he believes that Miles Sanders is competing now for RB1. Now, the stone that gets rejected become the chief cornerstone of the master's builders, right? So what I'm getting at, see, y'all didn't think y'all was going to get a little word in here today, but what I'm telling you is that if Miles Sanders, even though he's miles away from Barry Sanders, right? If Miles Sanders win this starting RB1 job, and Javonte Williams can be that thunder that happens after the lightning, even though thunder is before the lightning, however you want to call it. If we got that combination, plus add into the fact that we got this kid named Jadon Blue who runs a 4.25 40, speed is now on our side. Let me say this again. Speed is now on our side. Let me say this again. Let me turn it to Dr. Umar. Speed is now on our side. And I checked my bank account, and it said it was frozen. I have no money. Y'all send me the money to my Cash App, Laws Nation. I'm messing with y'all. Yes, that's what happened to Dr. Umar. He said he ran out of his money for building his school. He's been building that school for 20 years. It's been as long as since 1995 almost, So what's going to happen first? Cowboys winning the Super Bowl or Dr. Umar finishing up his school. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a quiz that we need to tweet out and say, hey, what's going to happen first, them schools or the Cowboys lifting up that Lombardi trophy? And I better be seeing some of y'all type it in 6, the Cowboys lifting up that Lombardi trophy. Jackie Price, what about number 40, my guy? Look, Hunter Luepke. This is what I'm going to say. We finally will use running backs with fullbacks and fullbacks with running backs. And he is the extension of your offensive line when he's playing H-back. How you like that? Boy, this all rhymes, man. A Kit Kat. Boy, don't let that get back. Boy, I'm telling y'all, boy, Dr. Seuss ain't got nothing on me with this particular rhyme for your mind. But when you put Hunter Luepke in the backfield and add into the fact that Brevin Spann-Ford can be there, or dare I say Jake Ferguson, it's going to be a crazy good thing. And this is not me hype talking, because there's people that's been watching Hunter last year and the year before that, making some spectacular plays, and then he get rewarded by hitting the bench. And we be sitting there like, hey, play him a little bit more. Give him the one-on-one opportunities. Come on, man. Help him out. But overall, I think Hunter Luepke is going to fit really well into this as a lead blocker, as a dependable safety valve, guy that can sneak out into the flats, and then you throw it down and you hit him in the openings there. I think that it's going to work out well for him. Y'all ask me, let's do a quick Q&A session on these final seconds of this show. And I appreciate y'all so much. Just ask me anything that you want to know, whether it's Jay Toya, whether it is how Mears Learfowl been looking. He's been doing his job. 35. Mears Learfowl been doing his job. Short Dog 41. Man, we already been talking about Donovan Ezaraku. He could be one of those rookie defensive players over here. Ooh, did I say that out loud? He could be one of them ones. Facts. I have been rooting for Hunter since day one. That fumble did me dirty, though. That fumble did him dirty. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to I Love Weed. Shout out to you, my guy. $4.20. Boy, you really love $4.20. You got it somewhere tatted on you, I guess. He says, need my James Houston update. I'm looking for him. I asked Keemon Hall, and I didn't have his number. My bad. I wasn't prepared enough to have his number. And I think he's either wearing 48 or 53 or things, something like that. But what I'm going to get at is that with James Houston, he's phenomenal. He's got bendy abilities and stuff like that. I just haven't got a chance to take a look at him yet. And once I do get his update, I will tell you guys, and we will replay all of that good stuff. I don't like Turpin coming out of the backfield, Law. This is from Action Powell. As long as Cavante Turpin know that when he knocked over 73 Tyler Smith, that was a fluke accident, right? Like let's be real. Cavante Turpin is 165 to 175 pounds, give or take. All it takes is one mic, right? They say one mic. All it takes for that brother to be a human pretzel is one hit, right? So as long as Cavante Turpin know to get out of bounds when they put him on end arounds and sweeps, then he will be okay in the National Football League. Anytime that Deshaun Jackson played a long, lengthy time in the league, even though he was a little bit bigger, I think Cavante Turpin can play a long, lengthy time in the league. And shout out to the Slim guys, man. Slim guys, they can make it last. Come on with it. All he got to do is get out of bounds, though. Don't try to be hero guy and you seeing somebody 290, 300 pounds coming downhill and you trying to run them over. No. H.G. Wells says hearts of the team and mine. Yeah, exactly. What we got? Jaden Daniels, number 1 hit running back. I see you. I love Weed. Appreciate you. Izzy, number 24. You asking me, Paul, how is he looking? He's neither hot nor cold. He's warm, right? And that's a good thing. He's not getting burnt. He's making a play here and there. Some of the new cast are making plays, like Troy Pride. We've seen him make plays. Zion Childress, he make plays out there. Keemon Hall is making plays. But it is one of those things whereas it's neither hot nor cold. He's right there. What we have here, appreciate you, man. Snap it to a Slim Jim, appreciate you. Yeah. Moses Locust states that we need Arch. What you talking about, man? It's Paul's, right? Who needs? Wait a minute. What Arch are you talking about? All right. Milton and Dak in the backfield at times. That will be some red zone specialties. So far, I haven't seen a poised red zone type of situation with the Cowboys. Keep in mind, this is going into our second week, right? So we will know more and more about this team when we see preseason 1. And then we see, quote unquote, seeing them practice after the first preseason game. And y'all let me know when cut day is. I need to get those important dates together. In the chat, if you may, let me know when it's cut day, and we'll be able to decipher what this team might do down the stretch. Shout out to you, Paul. Appreciate you. Late night Q&A session. Healthy Cowboy Nation, HG Wells. I would love that. Definitely red zone packages. We can think of thousands of things to do with an athletic guy like a Joe Milton. Here's the thing. Now, the whole Joe Milton better than Dak thing, we let the people have those type of opinions, but there are people who really don't even watch football like that can tell you when they're out here in camp, not no cut-ups that you seen that what other people done posted, that you will literally see Joe Milton just not comfortable enough to go through his progressions. And he do know that in his back pocket, he got a red jersey. No one can tackle him and knock him down to the ground. Now, one of the things that I do like about Joe is that at least we get a chance to see the ball thrown down the field that's over 40 yards or what have you, and it's a jump ball scenario, right? Or we are seeing more challenging throws for our second and third stringers, and that give them a better chance to spotlight their skill sets. So that's what I like about Joe, and he got a little ways to go to continue to develop. It is not necessary for him to be the starter this year nor next year, right? Now, granted, injuries are a part of the game. We don't wish injuries on no one, but if his number is called, I'm quite sure that they can factor in run plays and other designs, and especially Shotty. Shotty, y'all fail to realize, Shotty took the team to the damn AFC Championship with butt fumble guy. I think his name was Mark Sanchez, And Joe right now, to me, throws a better ball than Mark Sanchez. Come on with it, So we okay. Joe be overthrowing everybody. Yeah, they had to tone him down a little bit. Guyton's replacement, I think, is going to be Awesome Richards. Keep in mind, last year around this time, got a chance to talk to Big Nate Newton, and he had Awesome Richards as his best left tackle that was fighting for that role last season. Now, granted, it's a con and pro with that, meaning that we just spent a first-round draft pick on Tyler Guyton. And if Awesome get out there and he looks awesome, and we got a guy that's fighting to get back from a bruised bone-to-bone knee situation, whatever it may be with the ACL, MCL, lower-grade tears or whatever it may be, reports saying it's just bone bruises. But you don't have time to play around with your food week 1. You can't start the season off with the unknown of throwing Tyler Guyton out there, who's not going to be really football ready, against the Philadelphia Eagles, who had by far the number one defense in the National Football League last year. So you got to think and use common sense. Now, I brought up this point. Yeah, B Fatty said, Law, they got you at Motel 6, my G. That's messed up, man. Hey, Motel 6 and Motel 8s, y'all hit up Law Nation, man. I'll be so proud to be partnered in with Super 8 Law. You know, I'll be Super 8 Law. Y'all better not be knocking y'all blessings. Y'all better not knock y'all blessings. Don't be talking about where I'm at. Y'all know. But I'm going to tell you, that's why I brought up the fact on Cowboys Collective is the fact that bring back, if possible, a Tyron Smith. Now, before y'all shank me with that butter knife, put that butter knife down. Don't shank me.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, y'all better look. There's an owner right now for Dollar General. He making money. He making money. So y'all stop talking about people, man. Hey, Dollar Tree, come support Law Nation. Dollar General, Family Dollar. Hey, man, shoot, let me get my shirt sales on Family Dollar. I'll be telling all of y'all, come on down to Family Dollar, man. Come and get your set, your beer kit, and everything. Yes, indeed. Watch out. Law Nation is going to be at your nearest Fred's and Family Dollars. Y'all keep talking about it, shoot. But this is why, let me get back to football talk. Let me stop talking to y'all, boy. Hear me out with Tyron Smith. Last year, and the year before that, those last 2 seasons, believe it or not, the brother been healthy. But the last 2 seasons, Tyron Smith been healthy. Now, he's officially retiring with the Cowboys. But what I'm saying is there's not a lot of good left tackles out there that's hanging around trees. You bring him in for a cup of coffee, knowingly that we're going to put Tyler Guyton back at that spot. Tyron Smith, what I want is your knowledge, your mind, your wisdom, and your understanding of the game. I want you to continue to work with Tyler Guyton as he recovers. If anybody knows how to recover from an injury, it should be you, Tyron Smith. Help that brother out, and then we still work Awesome Richards in or what have you, and we continue to scale and grow with that. And then all of that issues, when it's time for the season to kick off and be off, we can slowly integrate Tyler Guyton back into the folds and tell Tyron Smith, hey, man, it was good. We're going to ride you off into the sunset. Happy graduation, happy retirement. Congratulations on all of that. And boom, we done. How about that, Cowboy Nation? Let me know how y'all feel about that, you know. But this was a great Q&A session. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. It's the top of the hour. Thank everybody, man. I love y'all to the stars and back. H.G. Wells, man, appreciate you. Ice Cold Cowboy. Thank you, man. If I had 1,000 tongues, as they say in church, I'll thank y'all with all of them, you know, however that saying go. But on my way out, Cowboy Nation, even though you guys may have seen me live out there in sunny California in Oxnard, I come here to tell y'all beautiful people that I'm like that fighter, that prize fighter. Even when he's down, he continue to swing. Unless he's Nate Robinson. I think I saw him continue to swing, and then he got hit and he got knocked out and never woke back up. But Cowboy Nation, as you have your nightcap with the best cap, and that's Law Nation Sports, I want you guys to know this. There will be many, and I mean just that many, that will say that they will rock with you, they will roll with you, that they will support you. And then when it's time to go into battle, and you telling them to pick up their battle axe, they bow an arrow, their knife, their machetes, their guns, and you look back, and all of those individuals, they're not there. They leave you out to fight for yourself. Well, in Mississippi, the great state of Mississippi, we say this right here: every tub must sit on its own bottom. Meaning that you have to figure out things on your own. You got to always condition your mind to always change the way you thought when you're in a losing situation, and think of the positive. And what are the positives? Well, the positives of it is that even though it's been 30 years, 30 seasons, the guys that's on this team, they haven't witnessed 30 years and 30 seasons. They have to figure out ways to continue to reinvent themselves at this moment. They have to stand tall. But guess what? We have the nation behind them, and we're going to help elevate them. We're going to help motivate them. I know that they watch these videos. Hell, the front office told me that some of the players in communication with them, they know more about Law Nation than the other guys that surround him. They know more about my platform and my program than their own. So we might do some collaboratorial things down the stretch. That's all I'm saying. But Cowboy Nation, my guy Action Pal said this show should be called Breaking the Law in the Dark of the Night. In the dark of the night, as they say, out of the nights that cover me, black is a pit from pole to pole, huh? But I'm going to tell you this. Mama said on my way out, say that quote by Les Brown. It makes the tiny hairs on the back of my neck stand up, son. Because I knew when you was born, you barely spoke. I knew that your challenges when you was young, you stuttered when you talked. It was hard for you to combine sentences together. But now, baby, you speak, it sounds like butter. It's smooth as rain drops hitting the window sill. It's soothing. And shout out to you, Robert Aguilar. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan for it, or lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty, roll one for me and puff and smoke it and pass it around, you will get it. I see you in the chat. Man, baby, that's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's get on up out of here. One love.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
We will get it, baby. Just keep your mind focused. Lean forward.
Yeah.
Slap all of the haters up out of here. Let's get on up out of here. One love. DC for life, not for short. That's all I want to do is run it up. Shout out to you, Action Pal. You're listening to the sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies, brought to you by H.G. Wells, Robert Aguilar, I Love Weed, Ice Cold Cowboy, China Blue, Mississippi. Come on.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play.
Charge it to the game.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm
Till next time, DC for life, baby. We about one more time. Who will love?
Yo, if you serious about gaming, you need to check out the Turtle Beach Self 700. The headset is built for power, comfort, the hybrid leather cushion, metal reinforced design, the clean, lay flat look that made to last, the real magic, the dual driver that give you high definition 24-bit audio sound. That crisp, that footsteps, clean shot, 3D sound that put you in the game. In switching device easy. You can bounce between PC, PlayStation, and even your phone with Bluetooth. Thanks to crossplay, noise cancellation, giving you crisp, crystal clear, zero static sound. Game smarter, play louder, dominate everything. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's get it.
Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
I'll be really in the field, baby. Sounds, soft souls, and hits. Odor.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Well, what I'm saying is that they are known knowns and that they are known unknowns. But there's also
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
fertilize your brain.
I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many phones and codes. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. I be really in the field. Rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Tryna check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud.
All I have.
Lately, I just wanna
When
run
you
it
put
up.
your head on the pillow, you know I gave you everything. Let's go! I gave you everything.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Shame. I want me some glory hole. Shame.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Swallow that